already know how I'm stepping. Saying you want love for the essence, this time I'll be the one to address it. No ABCs, but I got that for your efforts. New Van Cleef for the necklace. Being that voice in the trenches, so tell me what's your preference. I'ma keep my cool if you stay composed. And when your boy gets home, I don't wanna hear no chat. Should leave that after the tone. Was it too much to ask for? You know that I had you. You know that I would've did it.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And Monday Night Prime Time is underway. On the return, here comes Davis. He's brought down just inside the 25. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. I know you love this guy, Brock, a fellow lefty like you, now in his 6th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
I've heard from many of Tua's peers in the league that there's just not a more accurate guy. If you wanted to just do an accuracy test in the NFL, yeah, Tua's going to hit that target as much as anybody in the league. Avoiding injury and being available is really the only question mark now in Tua's career.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. They motion Waddle over left. Tagovailoa off the play fake. Steelers bringing pressure. No place to go. Down he goes. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Tagovailoa facing 3rd and long. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Well, this is exactly what the defense wants to do to these quarterbacks. You want to speed them up, and the best way to do it is to hit them and bring them to the ground. Conversely, they've got to figure out offensively how to protect. If you can't protect, you can't execute, you can't do anything offensively.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they're brought out by the league's elder statesman. Drafted back in 2005, now in his 40s and still going strong. Aaron Rodgers.
You remember what he did last week? Kind of worked in support of and against at times a winning effort. You'll take the 3 touchdowns every single week and twice on Sunday. All those turnovers can happen. They eventually catch up to you. This time it was a win, but a repeat this week with all those mistakes, long odds.
It's a gain of 12 on that one. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll go again with Warren. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Warren once more. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And the Steelers have a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And that's good for a gain of 5. That was Kenneth Grant moving in to make that stop.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. Well, when your opponent fails to act, Brock, you want to capitalize, right? And they are moving like a team ready to provide us with our first point to this game.
Yeah, pretty lackluster start there, Kate, from their opponents. You got a golden opportunity to immediately take control as they convert to stay on the field.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. It's inside the 10. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Boswell on to send this away. Return coming from the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Dolphins and running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Off the play fake. Massive hits. The ball's out. And the Steelers get to it. They're able to take this fumble back inside the red zone.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense for their second drive of the game. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind at all. You got that defense right now reeling after the touchdown. Look at where they start with the football now.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Rodgers going to throw here. Third down. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. trying the left side with Warren. And he gets them a little closer to the end zone, down to the 6. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal. He gets it again. And this defense standing tall. They keep him out of the end zone. It's a gain of 4, and that brings us to the end of quarter number 1. So we're through 1 as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. The Steelers have played to an early lead. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. It's Steelers ball as we return for the second, and they have to be thinking points here. Now Rodgers on 3rd and goal. We'll put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. Here's Rodgers. A lateral goes haywire, fumble! And the Dolphins have it! So they do take over after the fumble, Brock, but they're doing so in a dangerous spot right near their own end zone. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achan. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa now against the blitz. Cut by the open man. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. On play action, here's Tagovailoa. He lofts one deep, center of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
2nd down carry for Achan. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Finds his back. Achan. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Trying to find a cutback upfield, but nothing doing. They take him down for a loss.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside. You know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. He can run it. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. 8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Here he is on 3rd and short. That's caught. He's got Washington. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Dolphins tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Johnson now on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Steelers and wide receiver DK Metcalf set for another drive. And this truly has been an excellent campaign for him, sitting among the NFL's top 5 in receiving yards. First down. Here's Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Steelers have a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Off play action. Here's Rodgers. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. We'll pause here for a moment. Think it's for an injury. Yep, that is running back Jalen Warren, the athletic training staff's headed towards. On 2nd and 10 now, Rodgers. That one going to go against the D. So with a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Penalty yardage marked off. Here's 1st and 10. Running it after the penalty. He made most of that one. Didn't he give him 9 yards on that first down carry? Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. On 2nd down, Warren. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. 3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. From the red zone now. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Completed over the middle. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get some late points and the lead. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right? When you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath, and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route. When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. but you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a two-point conversion.
So Mike McDaniel getting his Dolphins out there for their next drive. With the time remaining, let's see if they can get this into field goal range. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Here's A-Chain up the middle. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
A-Chan again on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Miami calls a timeout here. It's 2nd. 3rd down. They need 7. They'll throw. 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 25. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone. Tagovailoa's hitch, the ball is out. And it looks like, yes, they say Steeler football.
You know, we could go down on that field and ask any player about the first lessons they learned in the game of football, and almost every one of them, Kate's going to say the same thing. Ball security. I bet he could even hear his old high school coach's voice in his ears right now, telling him next time, you got to hang on to it better.
He's back to throw. Lasers this one deep down the middle. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Minka Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Dolphins are stopped on that return. So that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. Well, I hope everybody was lightning quick, ready to grab a refill or a bite to eat, because no halftime report this week. Everyone's set to get the 3rd quarter underway. Johnson with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That's Metcalf running the slant. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Warren running between the tackles. Great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
All set to go now from the 35. They'll toss it to Johnson. Down the left sideline he goes. And he's out of bounds after a gain of about 8. So a nice pickup there. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Johnson up the middle. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give on the jet sweep. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
Now they're looking to throw with Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Third and long for him here. Brings it in. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers throw the lead coming out of halftime. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. Now Rodgers going to get the Steelers set to go for two. And he's got it, so they get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it and see if you can be successful again? They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like, if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure, and if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
The Miami offense headed out there now. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. Tagovailoa off the play fake. Finds his fullback. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Going play action, Tagovailoa. Finds a seam down the middle. 30. The 10. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins start the second half with some needed points. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. They'll try to run it in. And he gets into the end zone. That is exactly why they went for two right there, Brock. It's back down to a one-possession game. Well, I hear you say it all the time, partner. It comes back to that word trust. And they trusted in their offense to go get those 2 points, make this a one-score game. They do their job. Now one big play can change the entire outlook of this game for them.
Yeah, now it becomes about complementary football. As you said, the offense did their job. Now defense, can you not just get a stop? Can you get a turnover? Maybe take it to the house yourself. Either way, that conversion puts them one snap away from a totally different ball game.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Play action here with Rodgers. Connects on the crosser. And he gets this one out to the 40-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Steelers have the first down. Only took them one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. Trying an inside give to Ward. This is ahead for about 5. Jack Jones making that tackle. So after the play, we have the trainers headed out. Looks like a member of the Dolphins out there is in some discomfort. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Pressure coming, Rodgers. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Now Rodgers on this 3rd and short. Drops this underneath to Warren. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down. Now after that snap, there's an injured Dolphin still out there. So we're going to get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. They'll throw it. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going takes one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Open ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. Tua setting up to throw. Here's a screen for Achane. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Tagovailoa on first down. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Well, you kind of know this is going to happen at least a couple of times this season. They catch the rookie there for roughing the passer.
Yeah, I think this coach would like to have a governor. Kind of like on golf carts, you know, so you don't act crazy and a fool. Some of these rookie defenders, I know coaches would love to put a governor on them for a little bit of discipline that just doesn't naturally come for a rookie.
That one falls incomplete, but our attention's still behind the line. He got cleaned after that throw and drew the instant flag. So the offense still moving forward as roughing the passer overrules that incomplete pass. So roughing the passer gifts them a 1st and goal. Achane. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Dolphins shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Devon Achane with the touchdown.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point conversion.
Tagovailoa will look to throw. And they draw just the right throw, and it ties this game for them. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the 2nd half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? You know who Steven is?
No, go ahead, though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Rodgers. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's a tie ball game through 3. We're going to see which side separates in the 4th. Ball right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches. They sneak it with Rodgers. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
Kate, that fits under the umbrella of some coaches just don't want to mess around. That's about as conservative as it gets. Instead of taking some shots, which you could do in 2nd and short, they decide to just move those chains.
First down now, ball at the 33. They toss to Johnson, headed left. Routes by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Rodgers from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Rodgers will look to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
To throw again here on 2nd down. Rodgers. And again an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Rodgers going to throw here, 3rd down. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
2nd and 3 now. Throwing again here, it's Rodgers. Completed over the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
All set now. 1st and 10. Again, Rodgers. He brings it in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a 4th quarter lead. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. One after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. Still time to go, Bronk, but that touchdown has down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Running with Achane here out of the gun. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. A pickup of 17. And it's going to be first down Miami. Only took them one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Running back motions right. Tua now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he'll just throw this away, Brock, and that's going to bring us to our 2-minute warning. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Dolphins down by 7. The deficit is 7, so they have to convert here on 4th down. Trying for it, it's HM. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Here he is to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Steelers make the play that should win them this game.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Well, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. The Dolphins choosing to spend their final time out here. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. We're going to pass it here. Here he goes again. And it's going to be a win for the Steelers. He gets him the first, and they can run this clock out.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
A touchdown will put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown! Rodgers has his guys set. Looking to tack on 2 to that touchdown. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4th. That is their 3rd conversion this game. They haven't been shy on the confidence to go for it or to back it up once it's snapped.
I love that word, confidence. And I love being in a huddle and you can feel it. When you're on offense that feels like you can't be stopped, you can't wait to say, ready, break. No matter what the situation or circumstance is, in 3 conversions, that's job well done.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So Mike McDaniel getting his Dolphins out there for their next drive. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be sky high right now.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Jump off, caught by his back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. And that spikes 36 seconds to play. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Looking to throw it. Finds a man right side. And this This one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Clock running. Dolphins will hurry to the line. First down. Here's Tua. That run is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Again, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. But the Dolphins able to track that one down and cover it, so crisis at least momentarily averted. Here he is to throw. Lost control of another one. And they get back on top of it, but he's touchdown. So no final heroics today. This one is over. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. Well, quite the streak of wins that they have ripped off as of late, Brock, and that continues this week.
Is my math right? Is that 5?
So look at you shocking everybody. Yes, that is 5 straight after this one.
Yeah, things just got to feel different every day in that building. Playing this well over the last month plus, guys feel like they're on another level, and it gives them a huge lift on game day. You feel that confidence.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.